Action Boy has been a staple perk in the Fallout franchise, first introduced in the original 1997 Fallout game. Since its introduction into the first Fallout game, the perk has appeared in every game following the original Fallout. In Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, the perk granted the player one additional action point per rank. In these older games, action points are spent by firing a weapon, reloading a weapon, fetching equipment from a character's backpack, or moving to a new battlefield hex. Later, in the Fallout 3 New Vegas editions, its functionality was changed to grant the player additional action points. Action points in these games determine how many times you are allowed to fire your weapon when using VATS. In Fallout 4 and 76, this perk once again had its functionality changed to grant the player additional action point regeneration speed, maxing out at a total of 75% in Fallout 4 and 45% in Fallout 76. In this video, I'll be discussing Action Boy in Fallout 76. Action Boy used to be a staple in several different builds within Fallout 76, from granting the player additional VATS capabilities to allowing the player to sprint across the map more efficiently. This perk had made a name for itself as being a staple no-brainer choice in the game for many builds. However, as the game has progressed and with legendary crafting around the corner, this once beloved perk may find itself with the likes of other perks such as Good Doggy or Homebody. The reason any of this is being brought up in conversation is because of the Company Tea machine. This is a camp item that produces Company Tea at a rate of about 1 every 10 minutes. Company Tea, when consumed by the player, provides them with plus 10% AP refresh rate for an hour and plus 20% disease resistance for an hour. This, combined with their herbivore mutation, gives you a ×2 benefit to these stats. So essentially this will give you a plus 20% AP refresh rate for 60 minutes. And let's keep in mind that you can create one of these teas every 10 minutes for free using this camp item, so essentially you will never run out of this buff. It's also important to mention that this buff also stacks with the 45% AP regen rate from being fully hydrated with the Rejuvenator perk equipped, as well as stacking with the AP regen buff from using Nerd Rage. These are two other staple perks that most VATS focused builds run. Lastly, to make matters even worse for Action Boy, you can run a full set of legendary armor that has the plus 5% action point regen speed, aka the powered legendary effect. This stacks up to a total of plus 25% AP regen when you have a full set equipped. And with legendary crafting being introduced into the game, it's just a matter of time before everybody has a full set of this. So it just begs the question again, why even use Action Boy when you have all these sources giving you free AP regen? Here's a comparison of AP regen with one build using Action Boy and one not. Can you guess which one is which? If you missed it the first time, here's it again with labels. With all this being said, I do not think that Action Boy is a useless perk, however I do think that it has lost its place as a top tier perk for endgame players. This is mostly due to the abundance of Company Tea in the game as a result of Bethesda adding the Company Tea machine as a camp item. Action Boy is still a great perk option for players who are starting out, but those with invested builds should think about replacing it if they have not already. It is bittersweet to see a perk that has been a staple in all of my builds for years fall off this hard. However, I could take those 3 points and invest them elsewhere, which opens the door for more build crafting options.